Alright guys, welcome back to another DIY video. Today what we're actually doing is a catch can install. So when we did this front mount intercooler the other day, we actually noticed that the cold side pipe was leaking a bit of oil, so the seal had actually failed, and the cooler itself had a fair bit of oil in it. So what we're going to try and do is eliminate that from happening to our brand new eBay spec intercooler. So the reason we put a catch can in is because the crankcases have to ventilate, and when they ventilate they push oil out. Now the oil goes from the motor back through into the intake and through all your intake ports and through your turbo and all that. So it just causes everything to block up with oil and dirt and just crap. So what we want to do is put the catch can in the middle of this system, and it's going to catch all the oil, and it's going to allow us to drain the oil before it goes back into the intake. So it's a really good mod. It's very important on modern day diesels to do this mod. I've been meaning to do it for a while. So Mitch from All Terrain Industries has actually hooked us up with this catch can, and he's offered a discount code for you guys if you want the same kit. So I'll put his website down below in the description, and if you guys want the same kit, go over there in the discount section, type in Roam Life all in caps with no space, and there'll be a cheeky little discount there waiting for you. So you guys might be wondering why we're out in a park today instead of at the workshop, and that is because we want to figure out how easy this kit is to actually do. And I sort of want to prove to you guys that you don't need a workshop to do some of these mods, and you don't need to go out and pay shops to do them for you. They're very simple, so we're going to nail this one. Everything comes in the kit, and let's head round to the back of the ute and check that out. Alright, so this is the kit we got here. We've got it all laid out. We've already unboxed it, but basically what we have in this bag here is just some barb fittings, some zip ties and some clamps, and also a little ball valve there. Here we've got what looks to be like a laser cut stainless steel, very nicely done bracket. We've got the Provent catch can here. I think it's Provent, yep, Provent 200. So Provent pretty much known to be the best in the industry when it comes to catch cans. We've also got a couple of cuts of hoses, so he's already actually cut up the hoses for us, and we've got the long hoses here. So kit also comes with instructions, so we are going to be following that today, and you guys should also do that as well, even though normally I hate instructions, but we want to get this one right. ATI have also sent out some other goodies. They sent out this intake pipe. Now, because we've got 2-inch body lift, I don't know if this is going to work. My air box is actually kind of to the side, so it might sort of stretch onto it, but he is looking at getting some body block suited ones of these, but they are a very good upgrade because on the Navaras they tend to suck in, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but it does have like a canal around it, like 2 of them to stop it from sucking in, so they're bloody solid. So yeah, hopefully we can get this one done in the park today, and we only need some simple tools. So I'm going to go dive into the toolbox that I got here, which is only just your basic hand tools, and we're going to try and get this kit done. Alright, so this is actually a little bit messy. Excuse and muck. So in this bag, we've only just got your basic spanners, pliers, you know, electrical tape, some zip ties, just your basic stuff. And in this drawer here, we've got some more, some bolts, nuts, and you know, I've got a socket set there, and I've got a big socket set. And so we've just got the basics, you know, so we should be sweet, hopefully. And yeah, it might prove to you guys that you can do this at home just as easy. You don't need a full workshop like I normally do. Alright, so I do know of one issue I'm going to have already, and that's the breather kit that I put in. I did use the bolts that we are supposed to use for this kit for the breather bracket, so I'm either going to have to zip tie that up for now and sort it out back at the workshop at a later date, or hopefully I can make it work. I don't know yet. We'll just have to try that out. Alright, so the first step is to actually remove the ventilation hose that's currently on the motor. So that hose is actually going to be coming out of your valve cover on the motor itself, and ours is actually just here, the one with the aluminium cover. So just get that pinch clamp as far back as I can. Oh, and this is all nice and warm for us because we just drove here. It should just pull off. So that is the current ventilation system. So that comes out of your motor, so the oil comes down through the turbos, back down the intercooler into the motor, creates all sorts of problems. Absolute junk. Whoa. Right, so this is the Provent itself. Don't think there's anything we need to do to that. Check it out. It's just a little filter inside, a little spring. Provent. That's all nice. I've taken the sticker off because we want it all black. So this is the mounting bracket that we're using. I believe it actually mounts this way here, and we want the 2 outlets going around. So I did have to clock this mount a little bit, which is easy. Just pull that tab up and just move that around to your liking. But as you can see, those 2 holes line up there. So that is going to be our bracket.
I did it.
Is it tight? Real tight. Good girl. I've taken the 2 bolts off and I've taken my diff breather kit off. That's up there. And what I've actually had to do is just zip tie that out the way for now, because there's a plastic clip here and the bracket that I've made won't actually fit past this plastic clip, which is fine. It just means when we get back to the workshop, I have to just make this a little bit shorter, just bend another piece of aluminium up. So that's cool. This is our Provent. She's all bolted up. Alicia did a good job of that. She's getting on the tools today, which is good. So that's just going to go there. But before we do that, we want to make sure we've got the bottom drain hose connected, but it's always good to just do a little test fit, because this is my light harness here that I've made up. So test fit checks out all right. She's all nice and bolted up. So next step is going to be to put this drain hose on. Doing it rough without the workshop. Oh. Yeah, so the reason I'm mainly doing this is to just prove to you guys that not every modification needs a workshop. Now, it is beneficial to have one, but if you go out and just get basic tools, you can get a lot of small stuff done. Save some money, put it into other stuff. The next thing we're going to do after we bolt that in is sort out where this drain hose runs. You don't want this anywhere near a tyre. Anything that's got a rubber hole in, you don't want it near any suspension where it's going to get caught up. We might even want to shorten that, don't know yet, so maybe don't put that on straight away like I have. Right, so the catch can's now nice and snug in there. You give her the wriggle test every time you do this. So there's an airport just there, so that's a plane.
You know that part in The Wizard of Oz where the dead witch is under the building?
Yeah.
You look just like that.
So in this kit you get 3 hoses. Now it's my understanding that the large hose goes with the medium offcut hose. And how this goes is you actually slide right, so take the stock piece of aluminium to the long piece of hose. So now that the air intake to the bottom side of the Provent is done, we now need to do the top side. So the hose has its natural way of curling, so you want to make sure that it's facing the right way. So you put your 90s in the correct way around so it doesn't orientate the wrong way and you get a hose kinked. All right guys, so the Provent's all done. The best thing about it is when that fills up with oil, all we do is come down the passenger side of the vehicle, under here, that's our tap there. So all we've got to do is just put a drain bucket here every now and again when we're doing general maintenance, let that drain out, shut the valve back off, and she's good to go. And that's just really going to help this motor not clog up with crap, like with oily crap through the turbos, through the intake ports. I've spoken to mechanics that said an intake port can go from being this big to this big, just being full of oil and grit. So not very healthy for the car. So the Provent's going to help that out a lot. So Mitch from ATI looked after me with the price on this a little bit, and he's going to do the same for you. So he's going to give a 5% discount at the checkout for all ATI products. It lasts for 1 month as of the release date of this video. So if you guys want the same kit or want to check out his website, just go to ATI All Terrain Industries on Google and check out his store. I think it was pretty cool coming out to the park to do it, just to show you how simple it is. Everything comes in the kit, as you've seen, very easy. Thank you guys all for watching, and we'll catch you next time.